aspects that you'll want to stay away from. So the items on the left are the really obvious ones that I don't think anybody recommended for mentor training would do. It's the items on the right that people sometimes question. And what it is overpraising or over questioning. So those are the things that you want to keep in mind. So simply asking a question or asking a couple of questions for clarification is okay. It's when you start to over question and ask like a lot of questions, that is when you run into a problem. Or when you overpraise because you're trying to build a beginning teacher's confidence, that's when it turns into a roadblock. The next item is happy hooking, and that is when each person in the conversation uses the other person's thoughts to turn the conversation into their own thought. So for instance, I might say to Pam, "Oh, I had a rough day. The kids were really crazy today."
And I might respond as a mentor and said, I had a rough day too. Let me tell you about my day.
So what has happened now is the BT who's going to the mentor for reflection and advice and support, it all have a sudden becomes now about the mentor, and the mentor is talking about her day, which now cuts off the conversation and it becomes about the mentor instead of the beginning teacher. Another problem that we see is ships passing in the night. So each person talks about his or her own thoughts without giving any indication that he or she has heard what the other person has said. So for instance, I may say something like, "Ooh, that was a rough lesson and the kids were really, really crazy." And the mentor might say something like,
"Good."
"Whoa, what was that?" The mentor didn't have any indication that they heard what I was saying, and so it is a ship passing in the night because they're having two different discussions. The final roadblock is a nonverbal turn-off, and so this happens when the listener frowns, turns back and yawns, looks at their computer, watch, or phone. And so if there is a point in your day where you just don't have the time to be able to commit because you have a meeting that you have to go to or you have something pressing that you have to get done, just let your beginning teacher know that you have something scheduled and that you are going to go and schedule another time to meet with your beginning teacher. And so have fun, active listening.